the international guests and everything. Yo, Mezonic, what's going on?
What's up, man? DJ Ultra. I'm glad to be on your show.
Man, thanks, man. I'm actually glad for having you here because the good thing about it, man, is that you actually bring like another flavor to the to this whole radio station, and matter of fact, the whole music industry. So tell people where you from and the type of music that you do.
Yeah, again, my name is Mezonic, and I'm originally from Liberia, West Africa. I actually grew up here. I completed high school here, but right now I'm doing Afrobeat music or Afro pop. But originally I started out as a conscious hip hop artist, and eventually, phased out into that. But I'm still doing some hip hop, so I haven't forgotten about hip hop completely. But right now I'm promoting my current album, and it's called Carnival. But it's really a Afrobeat / dancehall kind of album.
That's nice. That's definitely what I wanted to talk to you about, man. Because right now I'm actually seeing like a lot of the whole Afro style beats and everything coming back, man. Like a lot of people are using it, and a lot of people are doing it like how you're doing it, mixing it with the rap. So where do you see the direction is, with the whole Afro style music and everything?
Oh man, as far as the direction, I think it's even going to get bigger. Right now we have a few Afrobeat artists that are doing extremely well around the world. I mean, specifically Ghana and Nigeria, you have artists like Wizkid, Davido, Sarkodie out of Ghana, and some other places. In Tanzania, you have artists coming out of there too, Kenya and other African countries. But what we're gonna start seeing is a lot of Africans and that are in the U.S. and Europe, and mainly in the U.S. and the U.K. We're gonna start seeing those artists emerge, because most of these artists, like myself, we started on a hip hop or R&B tip, and now we're kind of getting back to our roots. So a lot of us are going back to doing like Afro sounding or Afrocentric or Afro pop or Afrobeat music, and that's where we find ourselves. But the world is loving it. I mean, everywhere you go, people are. It's very similar to dancehall music. So everywhere you go, people are loving Afrobeat music right now.
Yeah, I actually see that, man. Like I said, a lot of it's definitely catching on. Everyone is really loving it and everything. So when it comes to the whole Afrobeat music, so what do you think that you bring to the table, that other artists may not bring to the table?
I think I bring a collection of a few things, actually, because again, like I started on a conscious hip hop tip, so I'm still using my conscious voice and spreading those messages on the Afrobeat, so I'm still doing that. I'm not doing it as intense as I was doing it when I was just making conscious hip hop music, But before that, I made some party rap music, some conscious hip hop music. But again, that's what I'm bringing. I'm also bringing my production style. So basically, I had always dabbled around with Afro pop sound. Even on some of the hip hop songs that I produced earlier on, I still had like African elements, like the drums and horns and different things. I just always try to incorporate the Afro pop sound to it. So when it comes to production, I'm still using that. So even if I produce a hip hop beat and with the intention of rapping on it in a African style, I still add drum elements, like certain drum sound elements to those instrumentals. So I'm bringing that flavor that's crossing over and kind of like really bridging the gap, so people can understand that no matter what, I'm still representing Africa, but I'm still showing like the hip hop side to things, because I'm still rapping as well.
Yeah, I like that. I definitely like that. That's actually kind of unique, man. And the whole thing is that, like, I love the fact of what you're doing, because like I said, definitely a lot of artists, especially like you guys are showcasing something that a lot of people in America like haven't heard before, and the fact that you're
Right.
actually incorporating it with the hip hop, it actually makes it like even more amazing. But now let's get back into your album Carnival, man. Let's talk about that. What was the whole thought process with that, and how long did it take you to do it? You know what I mean? Is there any special like producers you worked out with? I know you just said you produced on. I don't know if you produced a lot of your tracks on that album, but you know, walk us through it, man. What gave you that whole idea to do that album? And matter of fact, name it Carnival.
You know, the album basically, I had done a song on my previous album before Carnival, and that album is called Inspired 2, right? Because I did Inspired 1 back in 2008, so I released Inspired 2 in 2016. But I had a song on there that was already an Afro pop song, and it's called African Girls. So the whole thing started with African Girls, and from 2015, 2016, 2017, those years were really big when it came to Afrobeat, Afro pop. So I was like, you know what? I think I need to go back to the lab and do something just for my people, but not only do something for Liberians. I need to do something that Liberians could relate to, but also the world, the musical world. Anybody who's a music lover around the world would enjoy, wants to hear it, you know. And that's where the whole idea came from. So I still use, so that one song, African Girls, is actually on both albums. So it's on my Inspired 2 album, and it's also on Carnival. But from that song, the next few songs I recorded, the next song I recorded is actually called Killer Willie Loves, and that was produced by a Nigerian DJ, actually, yeah, he's a DJ and producer. His name is Kill Bill, but he produced that track. And when I made that track, I mean, it really solidified that, yes, the direction for this new album should definitely be Afrobeat. And I also did a beautiful video. You gotta go see that video, bro. You're really gonna love it.
But I think I seen it. The one with I think I seen it. The one with the girls, right?
The one I'm talking about, I shot it in Charlotte, and it has 2 girls. But the other one, that level, which is probably the one I sent to you, is another one that I did in Vegas with 3 girls. So you probably haven't seen Killer Willie Love yet, but it's nice too. It's much slower than that level, but it's a nice song. And after that song, that's when like the Liberian community around the U.S., even in Africa, they really kind of gravitated towards me. They were like, wow, we didn't know that, you know, you could be away from Liberia so long, but then just come back using Liberian slangs and make this thing really work, you know? So that song was the song that changed everything for me and started kind of giving me the direction towards this album, Carnival. At first, when I did the second main song, which is Da Level, I really wanted to name the album Da Level, but you know, for some strange reason, I felt it was overkill. You know how you use something so much and you just want to kind of have a fresh new idea? So I just felt like I had promoted Da Level heavily, and I'm still promoting it today, but I promoted it too much to where I felt like, you know what, maybe I need to name it something that the Caribbean world could relate to, the Black Americans could relate to, like Africans around the world and in Africa could relate to, you know. And I felt like Carnival was a really unique, and it's not a new name, we all know that, but it's very unique. And when you hear that, you just want to party. Once the word Carnival comes to you, you start thinking festival, you know, you start thinking like women dancing, you start thinking fiesta, party, you know. So basically, that's why I picked that name Carnival for my album.
Nice. Now we actually have a question that comes from SavageCharts.com. We actually ask, you know, all the artists this. They're gonna make a music platform. Now the question is, what key advice would you give to upcoming artists to be in the same situation that you're in?
Wow, that's a really good question. In the same position I'm in, I would just say, constantly look for opportunities constantly create opportunities. Don't wait on opportunities. In other words, you have to constantly move, constantly figure out ways to get things accomplished. So constantly try to build your fan base, constantly do your research on the best route to take. You know, don't feel afraid to fail, because you're gonna fail sometimes. Pick back up and just keep on moving, keep it moving, keep learning, learn from your mistakes, and just keep going. And that's basically what I've done over the years. I mean, I never let like a mistake hold me back. You know what I'm saying? I actually look at it as a blessing, because I'm able to kind of look at what I did and say, you know what, I'm gonna make things better next time. You know, and that's the kind of person I am. Look at yourself, especially in 2018 and beyond. Look at yourself not only as an artist, but look at yourself as an entrepreneur. Look at yourself as if you didn't even have a manager, you could still create opportunities for yourself to make money. You know, and that's the kind of artist I am. I'm not one of those artists who is gonna sit back and rely on anybody for anything. I just get up and I have to do what I have to do. You know, sometimes it's a little harder, especially if you're a family man. It's a little harder, but still, you have to be able to pick up and just get things done. And that's the kind of artist I am. So that's the advice I'll give to any artist who is kind of in my position. For a startup artist, I'll give them a similar advice, but I'll also tell them to kind of take things a little slower. Someone who's just starting in the business, I'll tell them, if you're doing music, and music is the only thing you're doing, you might want to get some type of trade going on for yourself, so you could have something else to fall back on. You could have a trade, and then you could also have a skill, a musical skill set. So for instance, you could learn how to DJ, you could learn how to produce, you could learn how to become a recording, a mixing, a mastering engineer. You could learn how to do graphics design, you know what I'm saying? That way, you're still around music no matter what the circumstances, you know. You can learn the marketing game, you can learn radio promotions, you can learn distribution, and those are the things that I would tell like the upcoming artists, to not just heavily rely only on his artistry, but also get a trade so he could fall back on something, he or she could fall back on something for the rest of their life, and get some type of musical skill. That way you're always around the thing that you love the most, which is music.
Nice. So, alright, so before you go, man, tell all of our listeners where they can find your music.
Yeah, so for this brand new album, it's very simple. You could just, if you just don't want to go through a lot, get on Google and type Carnival, and once you get there, basically it'll take you directly to my album. You'll see links for Spotify and everything. But if you want to go the longer route, then you can go to my website, which is MRPELLC.com and /Carnival. So once you go there, that'll take you directly to the Carnival page. You can order CDs if you want. If you don't want CDs and you like digital downloads, you can go right ahead and download. You could contact me for bookings right on there. And if the booking is a real situation, we'll be able to identify if it's real or not, you know. But yeah, if it's good, you know, we'll definitely come out to your city and rock the show, man. So that's how you get in contact with me. But I'm open for bookings, and everyone that's listening, please support your boy Mezonic, and you know, you're gonna love that album, Carnival.
Alright, man, that's Mezonic. I'm DJ Ultra. You guys gotta check out the album Carnival, and don't forget that we are brought to you by Click Vodka. They are the best vodka out, man. We're signing out.